Go back to where you came from and nobody gets hurt.
Almost all of the main characters in Brea Season 2 Episode 1 progressed in their character arcs. Luca's characters grew naturally, and there was some conflict among the other characters. Everyone was still shaken from seeing Josh and Riley travel to another timeline as the season premiere took up the day after their disappearance. John Seta, who lost Riley in the sinkhole, got to put his acting skills to use. In the first season of Brea, we witnessed how Sam relied on his daughter to keep him grounded, particularly when he experienced PTSD breakdowns. He loses it without Riley around to keep him in check. Sam believes he is completely out of options, so he is willing to pursue Silas until he receives the information he needs. Even his friends start to worry that Sam was too brutal with Silas and that such violence is inhumane. His pals want to support him, but are unaware of his mental health concerns. It was painful to see Sam hold Silas at gunpoint and threaten him. Sam normally heals people, so this is out of character for him, but he is anxious to find his daughter. Silas has nothing to lose either. That he lied to him is despised by his entire tribe. If he assists Sam, Eve, and the others in bringing Riley and Josh home, he will only be able to survive. Eve merely wants her family back, and in order to maintain that hope, she is prepared to investigate Silas's intelligence. Since Josh left, she has felt lonely, and they have been unable to locate Meribeth and Lucas. Things between Eve and Levy were tense as they started their quest. Many truths have been exposed since Levy first entered the clearing in Brea Season 1 to defend Eve. Eve is reluctant to trust anyone again because she feels vulnerable because everyone she loves eventually deserts her. The show carefully handles the relationship between Eve and Levy and demonstrates that Eve will be defended, as hinted at in the Brea cast interview. Levy doesn't think twice about pursuing Eve after she is taken prisoner by a brand new archaic culture. He gives himself over to them in a brave and loving act so that he can be kidnapped and be with Eve. While it was romantic that he promised never to leave her again, how would the two of them get out of this mess? I think Lucas has developed the most as a person. He was furious with everyone last season, especially his mother. Fortunately, he and Meribeth reconciled before she passed away. The group heard a scream and realized Veronica had been abducted by a new historic culture while they were mourning Meribeth with Eve and Levy. Lucas's insistence that they save her astonished me. Before, he and Veronica hardly ever exchanged words. But after losing his mother, he was determined not to lose anyone else in the clearing. This new group will probably serve as the Season 2 antagonists of Brea. The women of the clearing are being captured, but they haven't seen what the people would do to rescue their friends. Will everyone be saved by Rebecca's intelligence? She managed to persuade Scott to accompany her on the risky mission, one in which they might not survive, to the 30-feet glass structure. I was reminded of a wormhole from Stargate SG-1 as I saw the water turn blue. It had a fantastic sci-fi effect. I'm eager to find out what they discover inside this hidden structure. It was harder to get dropped in 10,000 BC than Gavin had anticipated. He is traveling with two strong-willed women who frequently disagree with one another. Izzy has conflicted feelings about being more independent and taking part in these decisions. On the one hand, she wishes Ella hadn't joined them on this family adventure. Ella was worried that she had lost her older visions of Lily, so she had no way of helping Veronica. This was her main reason for going through the portal. Gavin's visions appeared to contain more memory, and had also come to an end because he was also Isaiah. Izzy's disabilities and prosthetic leg were more fully examined in this episode. Izzy wanted to act like an average adolescent, but it was hard for her because the ground kept giving in to her. It got worse when the group came across a woolly rhinoceros. When they saw how dangerous rhinos could be, Izzy's attempts to befriend the baby rhino at first seemed childish. To save his family, Gavin had to take swift action. Josh and Riley's 1988 journey offered light relief. They were ecstatic to discover cold pizza and cereal after spending so much time subsisting on rations. It was so amusing that they just made themselves at home at a random house, but 35 years ago, people weren't as diligent about locking every door. While Riley wanted to rescue the kids from the nuns, Josh reminded her that any decision they made now would alter the timeline. Josh seems more thrilled to share an apartment with Riley. Naturally, he was more outspoken about his feelings for her. Riley, however, seems eager to get back to 10,000 BC. Josh seemed glad to live around 1980s movies and food, so maybe she and her dad are more alike than we imagined. In a stroke of luck, the Hollywood sinkhole was discovered by both the father and the son. Josh understood that that was their pass out. When he was almost home, Gavin found out. Will there be an emotional reunion for the Harris family? I give it to you, Brea zealots. When they arrive at the last sinkhole, what will Gavin, Izzy, and Ella discover? who is going to save Levy and Eve. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe and give us a like.